Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Let's have some chit chat, okay? Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Is going to have a great week. It's almost holiday time, okay? Whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate, it's coming up. Okay, it's coming up. So happy holidays to everyone. I have this makeshift, live today because ain't nothing going on but Jonathan and Christian Key. So I had to dabble and dip and dab a few other people in here to give us about an hour show for the day. Okay, now look. There's other content up on my channel. Make sure to go watch that. I'm going to try my best to get Potomac out for y'all tomorrow. It'll be on a premiere, not a live, okay? Y'all know it's holiday time. You know, stuff is slowing down for YouTubers because ain't nothing going on around here, y'all. But I still work because I have checks to be made, okay? So I will still try my best to have stuff up. I need y'all to watch it, okay? But y'all know first things first, if you've not done so already, take a little second, okay? Take a little second and subscribe to my channel. Become a whole JayBird, okay? Also, like the video, comment in the comment section. You can always hit the share button to share my content with those who don't know me. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and Tick of the Top. Okay, now wait, I'm here. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Okay. How is everyone? I'm good. Okay. I am trying to dibble and dabble, be productive. Okay. Stay warm because it's cold outside. Okay. Warm a blanket, not blanket, my little what's it called? Heating pad is still here. So don't judge me, judge yourselves, okay? But a good time will be had by all. Now look. I want to say hi to the people, okay? Waiting for you. Look, when the verdict came out, I was like, I'm going to have to go live. I really can't put that in the premiere because I want to hear other folks' opinions too. So we will get into that. But hi, hello to everyone. I hope everybody's doing good. Okay? Because it's just a thing to do. Okay, ain't nothing else. Look, Jonathan and Christian, and that's really it. Ain't nothing else to discuss. Okay, that's why I said we not gonna be here for long. We not gonna be here for long. Okay, but I'm like, hi, how y'all doing? Hello, hello, hello. I'm trying to click on y'all names real fast as I'm scrolling on down. Okay, to say for the shenanigans. Okay, for the shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? The shenanigans. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I be trying this. Look, I'm saying, I be popping nails on, popping lipstick on, whatever. And I need to redo this lipstick because I had some nachos and my bottom lip ain't that good right now because I put it on this morning, but it's here. But let's get to the things that are here to be discussed. And look, I told y'all earlier on my look, I was on my IG live and I said I'm not gonna be on live for long. I'm not gonna be too late. You know what I'm saying we not gonna be waiting no 10, 15, about 5 minutes in. We gonna get into it. Okay. We gonna get into it. Okay. But how y'all doing? What up, what up, what to do? Okay. Hello, hello, hello. So I have some things saved because I was like, why not discuss some crazy, foolish things going on in the world that's all on social media because people need Jesus or whoever. And they just doing some foolish things, if you ask me. Okay, now I'm gonna just it's real random because it wasn't much, so it all had to be ran in the dumb. Now look, I was watching the social medias or whatever, and I was like, what is going on here? Now I live in an apartment complex, okay, and I'm like, oh, that's a mail room. You know, that's how the mail room look. And that ain't my mail room, okay, but it's a mailroom. And I was like, what is happening? And when I was like, are y'all robbing people's mailrooms? And when I said, oh, I say, first of all, that's called an inside job because you are unlocking the main lock, okay, of the thing. That's what the mail people use. When the mailmen and the mail women, the mail carriers come to deliver your mail and you live in an apartment complex or a cul-de-sac that has a mailbot location, okay, they have a key, click, clack, that unlocks the full box so that said provider. Let me cut off my Wi-Fi because when I cut my Wi-Fi off for some reason it works better. Well, did it work? Did I cut it off? I don't know. But I'm like, that looked like an inside job because that's how one, you have to know which key to use, how to unlock it, and all that stuff. And I'm like, first of all, you stealing people's mails. People don't get checks in the mail. People get direct deposit. But like y'all saying, okay, you're around here stealing mail. That's literally a federal crime. It's a federal offense. Okay. So I don't understand why anybody wants to risk their freedom to steal all the mail. And it makes no sense. And I also feel like, I mean, we get Christmas cards, you know what I'm saying? We get, you may get some little orders through the mail, but y'all, I haven't went and checked my mail. What's this? This is December. I know for a fact I have not been to the mailbox here this month. I know for a fact. Okay, I may have went in November. Did not go this month because all I get is junk mail. Even my bills get sent to me via email. Okay. And I was like, I just need people to not be dumb enough to do federal crimes for no reason. Okay. It ain't like you went and robbed the IRS mailbox and all the people who wait on some IRS check. No, you getting bills, you getting the little Sunday insert things, you getting some postcards, you getting some Merry Christmases, Happy Hanukkahs, Happy Kwanzaa's, and that's it. I mean, people may have gotten new credit cards in the mail, you know. People may be getting offered to apply for credit cards, you know, but you're not getting nothing of substance that's worth if you get caught the jail time that goes along with robbing the mailboxes because that's federal, but some folk don't. Okay. Now remember that little boy, the 6-year-old kid who popped the teacher. Okay, pow pow the teacher. Well, his mama. Okay, his mother was sentenced to 2 years in jail. I was like, now he was 6. Okay, he's 6 years old. Let's see what the news got to say. Let's listen to the news.
Above the prosecution's recommendation, ultimately deciding on 5 years, 3 years suspended, meaning Taylor will serve 2 years in prison. She also will undergo substance abuse treatment, psychological evaluation and therapy, and parenting classes. She also will have 2 years probation. In court Friday, Abby Zwerner, the teacher who police say was shot, read a statement about what happened on January 6th. She said she's had 5 surgeries in both physical and psychological therapy. She also said, quote, "I lost myself following the shooting." The prosecution said the boy was inpatient for 227 days, which points to severe neglect and trauma. Friday, the judge went above the prosecution's recommendation, ultimately deciding on 5 years, 3 years suspended.
So that means the boy mama is negligent, okay? Because I feel like when I first heard a 6-year-old did what, I was confused. I was very confused. And then I was like, I'm like, oh, if the mama around here being a bad mama, and she basically allowed the child to get a hold of the weapon, okay, and then she around here partying and bullshitting, okay, and getting high or whatever, then hey, go to jail. Go directly to jail, okay? Because it's weird to me. Because I feel like when it first happened, we didn't know the name of the kid. It was so much like hidden because it was a minor, okay? I felt like I didn't think the teacher had got hurt that much, but hearing that she had had 5, I said 5 surgeries. To me, that proves if you are a parent, you have children in the house, and you have a firearm, you're supposed to have a lockbox. Mama ain't had no lockbox. Okay, mama had a lockbox, so now mama gotta go to jail for 2 years. Now I don't know who got a kid, but I mean, make better decisions. Okay, make better choices. Okay, now parents. Okay, look, child. Somebody get Carl and Harry on the phone because Eddie out here ain't paying child support. Okay, Eddie, what's saying that Eddie? Darius McCrary is arrested for the second time over failure to pay child support. I was like, well, how much you gotta pay? How much he owe? Now, it says per the court documents, okay, he has an outstanding balance of $52,788, but that's as of March 12th of 2019, okay? But I feel like, well, he may need some more money, okay, because he don't have it. He don't have it, okay? Now, I'm like, is Eddie still acting? What is he doing? How much he gotta pay? Because that's what we don't know. Okay, it say he's the father of 2 daughters and 1 son. Okay, booked on a felony count of failure to pay child support. He was booked back on November 27th. Okay, and I mean, if he owed 52,000, he just make look. Debt is debt. Debt is debt. And if you owe and you not paying, you gonna stay in debt. My life advice for people who have debt: keep paying it. Look, it will either eventually go down, but at least you won't go to jail. If you have debt and you owe people, just pay it. If you have to pay $100 a month, $300 a month, pay it. Now you can't afford to pay it. That's one thing. But I'm like, is Eddie not working at all? I feel like he's been look. He had Family Matters, and wasn't he singing at one point? I'm gonna look him up. There, I feel like he's had to have more than just that. Okay, let's see. Now, was it more than family? Now look, they got this man. It's a whole bunch of things around here. Now, I don't know if he was like, the main star of it all. but they do have him in some other stuff. Okay, he was in Family Matters from '89 to '98. He was in Mississippi Burning. He was in Christmas in Carolinas. He was in Big Shots. He was in some of the. He got other movies. Now I don't think he was like the main person. Okay, I think he had like a little role. But I'm like, he can make $1 here. Or this LC. He was on CSI, but at least he's smiling. He happy. You know, some folk be happy to go to jail because girl, I mean, he look. The mug shot look like what I'm gonna do. I ain't got it. Smile, because what can you do? But I always look. I always tell people, look, if you have that, if you even if you have $52,788, pay whatever the minimum is. Okay, if you can afford it. Because look, I would never want to go to jail for not paying a bill. Who wanna be that ain't no street cred. I'm here because I ain't pay my bill. You'll get beat up in prison if you get girl. Somebody get Laura, Steve, well, Maxine, where's Waldo? Get Waldo to help you. Girl, get this out of my face. But he like he ain't pay it. He ain't pay it. Y'all remember them girls who was traveling, or whatever, talking about they was what did they say? I forgot the dumb excuse they had, okay? But they was IG influencers got pulled over with pounds of cocaine. Now, both of them chicks don't plead guilty, facing life in prison. One is 34 years old, the other one is 36 years old, was arrested back in June, okay, driving around here in a Ford Expedition with Texas license plates, okay, and I feel like they said something about, oh, we had went and had some surgery done, and they got put over. They're like, no, ma'am, you had cocaine done, okay, and now you would again stop doing dumb things for money. Okay. Try petty crimes. Okay. Go buy and sell now laters. Okay. Become a penny candy pusher. Okay. Be the penny candy lady. Okay. I don't think it's ever worth it for anybody to be right. Look, drugs and guns and all that stuff, it's not worth it. And it really be these IG, like when I see these IG influencers who do this stuff, you around here selling drugs to make it seem like you got money. That's stupid. It's dumb. Because now you can be facing life in prison because you was foolish enough to have 200 pounds of cocaine. First of all, cocaine seems like it's real light. Okay, 200 pounds of cocaine seems real heavy, 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 heavy. Sit down some damn well. Okay, go get a job at Walmart. Okay, facing 10 years to life in prison and up to $10 million in fines. Did you want to sell cocaine in these streets? Fool, again, foolishness, even here in Michigan. I was like, what is y'all doing? Okay, 3 women charged after allegedly running a hooker ring at 5 Metro Detroit massage parlors. Now, the bad part is, I'm pretty sure I probably know somebody who know one of them or who have been to one. Because here in Michigan, especially in Detroit, everything is about 6, maybe at the most 7 degrees of separation. Everybody knows somebody who knows somebody. And I know many men who know women who be at the massage parlors. I'm just saying, okay? 3 women, and this is the thing, they probably, it's other folks beside them 3, but 3 women charged following a year-long investigation into trafficking beings of this earth I gotta figure out words to say. Okay. And hooker rings. You hear me? Okay. The Texas had 9 search warrants across Metro Detroit covering 3 counties with 6 specific places. Okay, because I can't pronounce that N word. Municipalities, I think is what it is. For alleged hookerism, okay, trafficism of human of the beings of the earth. Okay, it says the investigation revealed online uh online sexual advertisement posted for specific establishments with female workers being encouraged to solicit the acts to customers, meaning, oh yeah, what are you? I'm not gonna Jelly. Don't do the voice. I almost did a voice. I had to pull it back. Had to pull it back. But having the workers offer, I can do what you want me to do to you. It's like, ma'am, that's illegal. Okay, that's illegal. Anyway, it's additionally the female workers at these establishments had no means of transportation and no place to live, sleeping at the establishment. I'm like, so they homeless? Homeless hookers? Mm, mm, mm. Round here with no car, you can't go nowhere, and you're living at the hookerism plantation. It says furthermore, the workers did not earn an hourly rates and would only get paid based off of their services and tips. These workers appear, girl, these workers appear rotate. Oh, they will rotate establishments every 45 days or sooner. Okay. If they did not provide enough money for the spot, traveling back and forth across state lines of Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, according to the police. I say not the police, okay. Illegal proceeds were being used at a casino in Detroit. It was believed this method was used to hide the money. That's so many. That gotta be a RICO. That has to be a RICO charge. Okay, you got homeless hookers, online advertisements. Okay, you have the money being taken to the casinos to launder as real winnings. Okay, you got rotating vaginas across state to state line. There's a whole bunch going on. The hookerism around here, that gotta be a RICO charge, okay? That's an organization, it's racketeering around here. Okay, now it says suspect one, Lori Kai, 31 years old, female from Troy. Okay, her charges is prostitution, keeping a house of ill fame. This is a 5-year felony, currently not in custody. They're looking for her. Okay, suspect number two, child. Shu Ying is it Shu Ying Ding? Shu Ying Ding, 41-year-old female from Appleton, Wisconsin, charged with prostitution, keeping a house of ill fame, 5-year felony. Also currently not in custody. Okay. Suspect number three. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the first name. It's Siao. Is it Jai Hong Bang? 52-year-old female from Chicago, same charge. Also, now she's in custody. She got arrested on the 13th. Okay, she's at Macomb County Jail. Okay, she had a $10,000 bond with a tether. They raided. Where they raided at? 7-day spot in Southfield. Oh, girl, no. 7-day spot on southbound Gratiot in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Let's see, Miracle Massage in Fraser. Day Spa. Day Spa Asian Massage. Oh, the Day Spa Asian Massage. Okay. Now I may know somebody who know about this one over there in Shelby Township. Child 7-mile spot on 7-mile in Livonia. Bodyworks Massage in Livonia on Minnabell, and then a residence in Troy, and a residence, and then 2 hotel rooms. Girl, at the MGM, Lord, they round here doing the things. Hookerism don't pay like it used to. It don't. You're around here, hey, look, around here pulling and tugging and don't need to. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, stop doing. Look, it ain't worth it, y'all. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it. I don't want to go to jail ever, okay? Now, I saw this post, and the post I was seeing, it made me giggle a little bit. And I'm like, let me share that with the JayBirds, okay? Because what else we got to do, okay? Man responsible for viral voting chair moment during brawl, avoid jail time. Great. And as a black man not going to jail after hitting white people with a folding chair, and a young white woman in prison for life because she shot a black man. What a time to be alive. Okay. Then we seen this. Just so we're clear, the Grinch never really hated Christmas. He hated people. That's fair. I was like, you know what? That's true. Okay. He didn't like the people. And a lot of people don't like people. Okay. My dreams be like, you seem stressed. Would you prefer to lose all your teeth tonight or go back to high school? Cause dreams be stupid. Okay, for no reason. Um, I knew I was chronologically online when I was in the psych ward, and I wrote down tweets in a notebook so I could post once I got out. Oh, you crazy, crazy. That's crazy. Judas. Okay, guys, what's everybody bringing for the Last Supper? Jesus. The last what? The what supper? Oh, no, the regular supper. The ordinary supper. Forget not the last one. No. Sorry, Jesus. Um, James Comer has uncovered evidence that President Joe Biden ordered 11 cassette tapes from Columbia House in 1977 and only paid 1 penny for them and never followed through with the required purchase afterward. That son of a bitch, I knew he was no good. Y'all remember back in the day, y'all, when you could literally get 13 CDs for a penny and they would send you 13 CDs? And you would never ever pay for nothing. You would just make up a whole new email and get 13 more CDs. Child. It was BMG, it was Columbia House. They had to go bankrupt. How did they make any money? However, I had 18,737 CDs because I just kept getting new 12s. The most liberating thing you can do is quit believing white people know better. And I say, you know what? Amen. Jesus said that's the truth, okay? Because you can't think just because somebody's Caucasian that they know better. Mm-mm. Memphis woman arrested after allegedly, okay, the key word is allegedly, setting an ex-boyfriend's bed on fire while he was sleeping with a new girlfriend and a baby. First of all, not the baby. Not the baby. Now, first of all, a 20-year-old woman in Tennessee is currently facing charges after being arrested on Friday. The woman allegedly tried to set the boyfriend's bed on fire. Now, luckily, nobody was hurt. Well, the comforter got burnt up, okay? But luckily, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the baby, nobody got hurt. But she must have just watched the burning bed, okay? Derica Wiggins, charged, okay, for arson, okay, setting personal property on fire, okay, reckless burning. I'm like, child, everything. Aggravated assault. That aggravated assault, but she was arrested. It says March 1st of 2023. Okay, according to reports, you know, somebody called 911. Hey, somebody let the look, it's on fire around here. Okay, it's on fire around here. Now they put it out, but the dude ran up to the ex-girlfriend, like, what is you doing? What is you doing? I'm setting your ass on fire. Okay, they also had the Ring doorbell showing her running to and from the house. Again, y'all, I tell y'all all the time, cameras are everywhere. You can't do crime how you used to. You can't run around here and set your boyfriend bed on fire because he probably got a camera. Okay, cut the power first. Find out how the cameras work. If you the girlfriend, Find out how the cameras work. Cut them up first, okay, and then get to play with the matches. Because he probably did something dumb. He probably did something dumb. He probably deserved it, but thank God, the baby was hurt, okay? But foolishness all up and through. Now, I seen this, right? I said, now, what is this? Now, it's a tour. It's called the Love Hard Tour, okay? Keisha Cole, Trey Songz, Jaheim, K. Michelle. I said, wait a minute. Trey Songz is going on a tour. Trey Songz, who keep having all kind of accusations about him. Who said yes? Let's also book Trey Songz. I feel like, do we like Trey Songz? Because usually when somebody is accused as many times as he's been accused, he not is able to freely and willy-nilly go around here on tour. On the Love Hard tour. First of all, that's his problem. He keep love too damn hard. Okay. I don't know who booked this tour. I don't know who bought some tickets. And I said, why with y'all the Love Hard tour? Do Trey Songz even have love songs? He got songs that you can probably have sex to, but I don't consider them. And I wish we never did it. And I wish maybe that's not a love song because you wishing stuff had happened before. I don't understand. Of all you couldn't get Mario or Marion? Hell, get B2K. You can probably book all 3 members of B2K minus Marion for like $20. So I was just like, I can't believe that somebody around here, yeah, let's book Trey Songz only because he has a lot of baggage surrounding him. I'm not saying that man guilty because he has not been found guilty in a court of law. I'm just saying he has many allegations. Okay, he has many allegations. I was like, I know the name with your name, Trey Songz, but so does the police. Trey Songz going on a damn love, and the tour starts next year in February. It runs from February, through April, open the cities. But I was like, y'all, replace Trey Songz. Replace Trey Songz. Let me see. I think I got some more love stuff. There's some love stuff. Maybe I don't know. Well, look at Tiger Woods' son. Y'all, I don't recall because Tiger Woods had that addiction to the vaginas. He then broke up. Him and the wife separated and divorced. He was then, in that car accident. And I was like, I didn't remember. That's a daughter too. That's a son and a daughter. Son and the daughter. Okay. 14-year-old son, Charlie. The daughter name is Sam. I'm like, I forgot I forgot his kids. You know what I'm saying? Like if I see, I forgot his kids. I was like, oh, the little cute little kids, little teenagers. But Tiger Woods, to me, at one point we loved Tiger Woods. Okay, he got us like in golf, if you ask me. And I was like, he got kids. Like Tiger Woods' kids should be famous for being Tiger Woods' kids because he's Tiger. At the end of the day, Tiger. Because look, Tiger Woods, I don't think he didn't do nothing illegal. He was just a cheater. He loved all the additional vaginas. You know what I'm saying? All the extra vaginas. He just had some extra vaginas on the side. But I'm like, they daddy is a legend in the golf world. And we forgot. So those is kids right there. Okay, the son was playing in a little golf tournament. The son may be a little junior Tiger Woods, maybe this and that, but Tiger Woods is all proud of the son. First of all, Tiger Woods is 47, y'all. And I'm not talking stuff about how that man look. I'm just saying, you know, you know what? I'll be 42 in a month. So let me shut up because I may look bad at 47 too. I won't look bad at 47. I'm just saying, Tiger Woods look a little bit like he been a little bit stressed or whatever. I want Tiger Woods to sit down somewhere, chill out, relax, release yourself or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get you some hair follicles added up here or whatever, or go bald. I always say, look, me and go bald. Okay, if your hair falling out, lose it all. Bald head is fine too. But I love a proud father. Okay, and Tiger Woods is a proud father. Okay, congratulations, Rand Banks. Y'all know I said we wasn't gonna be on here long. I may have been lying. Congrats to Tabitha Brown. She's an Emmy winner for her show that I don't watch because I'm an adult, but I heard it's good. I've seen my clips or whatever. But congrats to Auntie Tabitha Brown for her win. Congrats to Nicki Minaj, her third number one album. Congrats. I still have not listened to it, but I mean, people like it. So congrats and confetti, okay, to her around here. We don't care about Blueface. I just say that for no reason. Oh, prayers for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That man fell and broke his hip. Gotta have surgery. Look, he's 76 years old. That's why when I fall, I be like, oh Lord Jesus, I don't want to break no hip. Because you know what I'm saying? But we gonna pray that man has a speedy recovery because breaking a hip at 76 is painful. Okay. And we're gonna pray for a healing and healthy and successful surgery. And he can get back to walking around and doing things. Okay. Um, let me see, because y'all, where was it? So after the whole Cardi B cussing out Offset situation, Akbar, it's a catch-22 because I fully understand that the same way me as a regular person comment on celebrity things, people who we know that's been on TV shows or whatever, they have opinions too. So I feel like sometimes I'll be like, oh, we can't tell people to mind their business if we right here not minding our business, okay? But something about when Akbar be around here with opinions, I feel like, girl, shut up. Now, she posted after Cardi was going off on I said, stand the F up, Cardi B, and said, Cardi, he fucking other bitches too. The ones you try to pay to fight me. Stop all that crying and stand the fuck up. Bitch, I don't like. I gotta figure out what she mean. Bitch, I don't like you, but how you crying over a nigga you got more money than? Go listen to Future, bitch. My savages, you didn't listen to now. Look at you. I don't like you or your, but stop all that damn crying and send him back to his apartment. I'm done. Karma eating that ass up. Something about Akbar V. And then
notice. Oh, I'm not gonna cry. Oh, not the time. Cause that nigga been gone for some years. Oh, I'm not gonna cry. I said I can do it. I got you, bitch. If you need me, I come in that bitch like, oh, I'm not gonna cry. It's not the time. That nigga ain't worth your time. Ooh, you was his lover and his secretary. You help him push that album sales. Was at the job when no one else was there. Now he out here cheating on you. 11 years, most of your time. Besides them kids, y'all ain't got none to share. Wasted your time. Now he would have IG model. You should have left this ass long time ago. Well, you.
I had to hydrate before I cuss our ass out. I feel like you trying to talk about Cardi, who was married to a man and shared homes with a man and had a life with a man and created children with a man. You trying to act like she's a regular person who got knocked up by some dude and now it's over, and neither one of them have anything to show for it. Akbar, you still looking for a check. You still looking for attention. You still trying to get claim and fame and clout of other people who are more successful than you. And even though we don't like Offset right now, we is upset with Offset right now, okay? However, Cardi B and Offset financially are good. You know, they are good parents to their children, unlike you, okay? Just because you just recently became a mother again and got your kids back, bitch, don't mean you have any right, rhyme, or reason to be around here singing songs about married women who are going through a separation with their husband. You don't know what you speak, bitch, because you ain't been married or been a good mother. So how dare you? And my issue was, she said, you know, they were together and beside them kids, they had nothing to show. Bitch, kids is something to show. What do you mean? What do you mean? At the end of the day, Cardi and Offset has built off each other. Yes, Cardi has helped Offset, but we not gonna act like Offset ain't also helped Cardi. They have songs together. Okay? And it's like you trying to show support. Let's call it what it is. You trying to show support for Nicki Minaj ass and trying to crack jokes on Cardi while acting like I'm trying to say pizza. Bitch, no, if I don't like you, I don't wish you well. If I don't like you and you have a situation, I don't even care. Because I don't care about you. Anybody who goes out their way to crack jokes and be funny about somebody who they claim they don't like, you is a petty, messy, miserable bitch. Because the folks who I don't like, the people I don't like, I don't even know what they're doing. Even these celebrities who I don't care for, I don't report on them unless they die. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't mean laugh, but unless something like huge happens, if I don't like you, I don't report on you. I don't care what you're doing. Okay. And to make it seem like, oh, you know, now y'all cheating. Okay. Cardi left him. And I'm gonna say this. Let's hope you want. Ooh, I be catching myself before I go too far. Catching myself, okay? But you want to sing a song about Cardi B's husband, bitch. What about Nicki's husband? You want us to sing a Nicki's husband song? Remember back in the day, it was a song, mommy, please don't let them stop. That's her brother. My point is, okay, you and your love for Nicki, which causes your disdain for Cardi, your slip is showing. Okay, go check on your children. Because if I recall as well, wasn't you crying about some dude in prison? If Cardi want to be having an emotional little break because her and her husband is going through it, because who wants to be a single mom with two children when you really just want to be married and in love, but your man won't want to act right? And I'm pissed at you. So, girl, shut up. Until you have been a full-time mom your whole life, until you have had a successful relationship, okay, at all, you can't be trying to crack jokes about Cardi. That's my issue. I'm not saying that anybody has to be a parent or have to be a wife to understand what Cardi going through, because I'm not a wife, I'm not a mother. But what I do know is I'm not gonna be cracking jokes at somebody's expense when my shit ain't clean. And ain't shit clean by Akbar except maybe her forehead. Okay, that's about it. But girl, miss me with the bullshit. She gets someone and she do all Akbar does all that barking because she wants to suck Nikki's left tit. That's what it is, and it aggravates me. Okay, now we're gonna leave that be because I had also had Letitia and Marceau on the thumbnail. And y'all like, why? Why they on the thumbnail? What they do? What does Letitia and Marceau Scott got to do with anything in life? I said, look, they around here trying to make their little foundation look like it's something real. Now, one of the JayBirds sent this to me. I don't follow Tisha. Tisha posted this on her page 10 hours ago. Her and Marcel was on the news, y'all. They want to give back to people.
Full dinner.
And because I want to show good and bad, here goes something good.
Toys for the kids, bills paid, and even a visit from Santa. It was a night full of giving back to families in need of some extra support with Christmas around the corner.
I remember being one of the recipients.
Not you remember. You couldn't think to say, remember? You on TV, Marceau.
Recipients when I was growing up of an event like this. And I'd be recipients. I'd see those cans given and those leather coats and, you know, the things that they gave us as a family. And so this is one of those times when I know that I can look back on that and say, hey, now this is my duty to give back. And so now looking at this, we just want to make sure that we plant seeds and we're impactful in people's lives.
Marceau and Letitia Scott make...
Not Marceau. You can get their name right. Marceau. Girl. Anyway, Marceau and Letitia got that foundation called the Marceau and Letitia Scott Foundation. And they teamed up with Amazon, okay, and they sponsored, I guess, 20 families to get, some help, help them pay some rents, pay some mortgages, pay some car notes, pay some business, and pay some debts, okay?
Making it their mission to lift up families in the community.
Now, I can't see how much they gave. I don't know. Was it 10? Is it 10,000? I don't know.
With rising prices and cost of living, tonight 20 families were in for a treat.
We're sponsoring 20 families in the North Huntsville communities. Not only are we sponsoring kids with toys, but we're also giving away helping families out with their mortgages, utility bills, car payments.
The MLS Foundation teamed up with Amazon to make the holiday season a little easier on 20 families in North Alabama.
You give to others and double will always come back to you.
Really exciting because we get to see the direct impact that we're having on families, both tonight with the dinner as well as with the donation.
Marceau and Letitia Scott, along with Amazon, will also be gifting furniture to some families in need. It's part of their Every Child Deserves a Home project.
Now remember, was the last season or early within the season or whatever, it was shown that Marceau and shit would try to have that casino night, and they were trying to raise money to build homes for kids or whatever, or I don't know. Well, this year they couldn't get that done. Okay, they could not raise no money to build no house. What they could do though, they partnered with Amazon. They got some money together, helped some folks for the holidays. And this is my thing. I joke a lot. Marceau and Letitia sometimes irk my nerve, but I'm happy they were able to do something with that foundation, that is something. Now, this is the gotcha. If they are on the news with this event, and if we do not see this play out on the season, that's proof, okay, that Marceau and Tisha and even the show don't show real life, because why not show them giving back and partner with Amazon and giving out some furniture? Now, truth be told, wasn't Tisha trying to get some furniture when they got their house? You think they got some Amazon furniture? Anyway, well, congrats to them. Look, 20 families got some help. Okay, now we don't know how much. Okay, but even if you help us pay the rent for 1 month, help us pay a mortgage for 1 month, help us pay a car. Now I'm gonna say I doubt they help every single family with all of that, because I don't know. But kudos to them for doing something nice, and let's hope that they can maybe do it again. Letitia Marceau, blah 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 blue. Okay, I already did that. Let's get to Fantasia. If that's what's next. Well, no, first y'all look. Y'all take a little second round here and like the video. Oh.
A beautiful
Wrong button. We all like the dance break because I do. Okay, it's an amazing time to take a little break, get a little water, okay, and be like cool. Now, Fantasia. So Fantasia was around here, upset. Okay, Fantasia had an Airbnb, and she claims, because I wasn't there, but that she felt like she was racially profiled, that she was forced to leave in the middle of the night. Okay, in the middle of the night, because the Airbnb people was like, "Oh, y'all around here having a party? You can't have no party. You gotta get out." Okay, and so this is some of what she said.
The neighbors, I don't know if this is a color thing, and I don't want to feel like it, but my heart is completely broken that they didn't call and say like, hey, this is a warning, maybe you guys are too loud. Now remind you, we had a sip and paint with hot chocolate where they painted Sonic. Give me somebody's picture so I can show. I think it's one over here, baby girl, where they painted Sonic, drunk hot chocolate, and then my husband put the fire pit on and we went outside and told scary stories. Now you probably heard maybe 1 or 2 screams, but the kids were in the bed by 9:00. What time did they call with the complaint? About 11:30, stating that it was loud over here.
They got complaints. There was a lot of noise.
Oh, complaints, a lot of noise. We had a party bus. That they were watching us on camera.
They got a lot of videos from neighbors.
Oh yeah, that they have videos, but nobody sent in. We're like, can you send us the proof, ma'am? Or can we see the videos? The kids are sleeping. We were on the phone. We're like, do you guys hear anything? The kids are watching a movie upstairs. It felt like a black thing. They made us get.
Now, Fantasia had also posted some pictures because she wanted to show what was going on. Now, I have never had to get an Airbnb. I would never want to get an Airbnb because I feel like it's too much going on. Okay, do they have cameras? Is the house dirty? Is the sex slaves around here? Is the beds clean? And I would not want anyone come around here telling me to get out late at night. Okay, her son, was having like a little birthday celebration. Okay, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 children. Okay, and Is 8 kids a lot? Can 8 kids make noise? They can make noise. But I feel like if 8 kids are just having a good time, why would you put somebody out for that? You know? And I just feel like it's crazy that people felt like, well, yeah, let's put this person out, you know, and even her saying that, oh, we found out that they were like watching us on the camera. I guess seeing what was going on or whatever, and because it's 8 kids there. Oh, there must be a party. Y'all gotta go. But I was like, how much noise could they be making? And like she said, if the kids were in bed by like 9:30, and they didn't get here until they didn't get a phone call until around 11 something, they came here and put us out at around midnight. Like, what sense does that make? And her saying that how, at 9, whatever time it was at night, we packed all these kids up and had to leave because the Airbnb people was like, you gotta go. You have to leave. And the fact that they had pictures that was taken before the police was called. So you can see the kids as kids being kids. Kids being kids. And while we can't say for sure that it was a racial issue, I do feel like it probably was. Black woman, her black husband, they black kids, and then the friends, you know what I'm saying, little one, two white people, you know what I'm saying? That can be what it is. I've heard horror stories about Airbnbs and their rules and how, it's crazy this, crazy that. And I rather go to a hotel. One, I feel like even if someone is saying, oh my God, the people you have over there, they're loud, I would say they're paying. As long as the house isn't burning down, I'm fine. I can see them. Nothing's destroyed. So calm down. I know here, in Michigan, we have like a non-emergency like number to call, because in Warren, you can't be loud after 10 p.m. After 10 p.m., if there is a loud party or whatever, people will call the night emergency police. I've done it before. And they come and they say, hey, you got to keep it quiet. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that they put them out is crazy. Completely crazy. But I'm always like, I'm scared that if I was to get an Airbnb, something like this could happen, or somebody around here recording, and you really don't have any leeway to not be put out. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy to me. But people be around here on bull stuff, fully on bull stuff. Speaking of, Mama Auntie Anita Baker, okay? Child, we have heard rumors and speculation about rudeness with Miss Anita for years, her attitude and this and that. Anita Baker is a woman who was of a certain age. She is who she is. She is not trying to change. She was around here singing, okay, and was then saying, like, cut your camera off. I don't know you. Cut your camera off. Get up out of here. Going on somewhere. Now, because she's singing, so I can't say the thing. I don't know why she was doing that at all. I just feel like with some artists, how they are. Lauryn Hill gonna be late. Okay, she's gonna be late. And now we know Anita Baker may be rude. Okay, she may say, go ahead on, get out my face. Now, some folks said the people were taking pictures and with the flash was on, and she was saying stop because the camera flashing or the shininess in her face was aggravating. I don't know. I do feel like and I understand when you are a front row person or whatever, and you're flagging, that could be aggravating. I don't know. But Anita was just on one, and she was just on one. Now, she then posted when they realize they can't stop your blessings. They simply lie, as in liability. Screenshots are forever. Lyrics, I'm as petty as you are. I was like, not you quoting Beyonce. Just know, if you go to an Anita Baker concert, you might be told to get out of you might be told, put your camera away. Go on. I don't know you, girl. I don't know. But she's on a farewell tour. And if the singing is good, don't get no front row seats. Stand back and just listen. I love her voice. I prefer her albums though, just because I do. Okay, but Anita gonna be Anita, and that's that on that. But girl, just don't get sued, Anita. Don't be around here, Anita, being mean to people or whatever and get cussed out. I want to touch on Keke Palmer and her baby daddy, and because to me, he playing a little game. Okay, so allegedly, she was around here sending a text that he is now submitted, you know what I'm saying, and claiming, oh, Keke was physically abusive, would get so agitated with me and aggressive after drinking. Now, when I seen this, which was what was allegedly submitted in court as his proof that she's the one who be doing this and doing that, and oh, she's mean, oh, it's her, it isn't me, it's her. I said, sir, what? Now, let me, because I couldn't read that shit. I said, what is this? I can't read that shit. So I had to make it big. Let me share it, because I got to get it bigger, because I want y'all to see it with me, okay? So can't nobody say, he didn't really know what this is. So boom. Okay, I'm going to make it on the screen by itself. Okay, let me blow it up so y'all can see it. At least y'all can read it. Okay, so allegedly, we see the bottom half of a text, and all it says, but that's what makes you you, the little blue part. Okay, then Keke sent a college paper dissertation, and I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it to y'all today. Okay, it says, all to myself I did this. I am so unhappy with myself and going backwards by not being better, stronger, and smarter. I'm really going to have to pray on this, because I'm just so sad and triggered to that deeply lonely and isolated place in myself where I tell myself no one in this world understands or loves me. I feel I am not capable of pure and good love, and these are the energies I am now feeling and questioning and doubting. I'm just so sad. I feel so lost, and it hurts so bad because I thought I was so clear on so many things. I'm ashamed of how I behaved, and I'm sorry that I was not who you needed me to be. I'm really sorry because I tried so hard. You have no idea. I wish you could see into my heart and my mind, but I know only God can, and that's okay. That's why I love God, because I know that's the one that knows me the most and knows both of us the most. I just pray that I can have peace on the situation. I just get so sensitive and become so shell-shocked on the inside. I know when I love hard, and that's why I didn't want to be in anything. I fell for you and fell harder than before, and I'm scared I'm going to just spiral and spiral and spiral again. I feel so stupid. I gave you so much, control over my emotions, and this saddens me. I lost myself in trying so hard to keep you and hold on to the space that I felt we shared. In that moment in the alley when you were walking away from me, I was just so soul crushed. The feeling that I felt, I can't explain, and I'm still sitting in this very and I'm still sitting in this very moment. I don't know why it was just so hard for me to understand you walking away. All I saw was every deep moment we have ever had, and how I couldn't understand you turning your back on me. I had no space for your humanity, and I immediately tried to possess you, but you are not mine, you're God's. And if you didn't want to share yourself with me anymore, I should have respected that, and I'm sorry I didn't. You are not an object, and I cannot be so unhealthily attached to you. I'm sorry for hitting you. I'm sorry for being afraid to lose you, and that turned into me acting out of fear and desperation. That was not the best me that you received, and I'm sorry for that. I am mad at the situation. I'm mad at myself. I'm deeply affected and afraid because it's such a deep heaviness that I don't want to feel anymore. It's not your fault nor your job to alleviate it for me. I honestly need to pray on it. I just hate how I just hate how exposed I can feel. I'm just sad and sorry to be texting so much. That's what I truly hate that's what I truly hate. When things like this go down, I got to be here at work. I have no time today to just sleep and heal. I was up all night. I forget all my shit at home. I'm in every single scene, yet I did this to myself. I'm sorry, my texts are coming out of order. And then he just said, have the night to yourself, Keke, only you. When you wake up tomorrow, let me know what you want to do. And you then see a part of him saying, I don't want to lose you, but I also don't want to lose myself, which is why I try and hold myself in these situations too, and to cuss off. So I'm going to say this. So all of that. Whew, child, she wrote a whole lot, and I had to read that shit, okay? Because I'm like, Lord Jesus. This is my thing. I feel like one, that's probably an old text. Is one. But to me, I don't feel like that means she is this abusive person, that she is, I feel like that's her describing one situation. And I wonder, was that before it? To me, it seemed like that may have been before she had the baby, because she don't mention the son. And in my opinion, when you fussing or had some kind of fight with your baby daddy, your child's other parents, and you're feeling all of this, you usually mention your child in some kind of way. So a part of me feel like, was that a text from before they had the baby? But it do sound like she's kind of blaming herself for their situation. And it almost feels like she doesn't want to lose him, and she's trying to not allow his actions to control her actions, because even her saying, I gave you too much control of my emotions, and I should have let you walk away. I shouldn't have hit you. Look, everybody need to keep their hands to themselves. But to me, that text didn't prove that she's the culprit. I feel like anytime somebody, puts out one part of a text and only what the person said and not what they said, you're hiding something. You're hiding something. So I feel like, what's the full text? When was that text from? What was the fight about? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. Is it a real text? Again, everybody need to keep their hands to themselves. But I don't feel like that text is proof that she's the problem. To me, that text is proof y'all don't need to be together. Because again, sometimes people in a relationship, it becomes toxic. both of y'all become toxic. But even when two people are toxic in a relationship, sometimes one of the people is the more toxic one who is playing innocent. And the fact, if she can admit, hey, this is my issue, this is what I did wrong. In this situation, this is the part I played in it. But it's like, bro, what did you do? You did something too. Okay. And he gets on my damn nerves. Now then, allegedly, okay, talking about his mama urged him to document alleged physical abuse from Keke because she is the celebrity. You got these pictures to prove your innocence. I was like, sir, ma'am, whatever. Okay. Can't look. Yes, men can be abused. We know that. We understand that. Cool. At the same time, child, I think he's guilty. Okay, then the brother who has his own issues with his own baby mama and his own allegations of his abusive behavior, okay, up here liking and reposting stuff. Keke is in hot water. She had the sisterhood believing her baby daddy was violent and unfit to be father. He submitted, again, that what I just read, that text I just read, Keke admitting to not letting him walk away, her assaulting him, and out of desperation. I was like, first of all, she has the video proof of him doing that to her. So at the end of the day, we not going to act like Darius ain't got no issue. We're not going to act like, oh, it's really Keke. That's my issue with them. They're trying to alleviate him as if he's innocent, as if he didn't do nothing, as if, oh, no, it's not him, it's Keke. And I'm like, no, even if it's Keke too, it's still Darius too. And they're trying to make it seem as if he ain't did nothing wrong. Keke's a monster. Both of them have an issue. But what we not going to do is try to make Keke be the villain. But we not going to do that. We not going to do that. We not going to do that after all. So we still don't like Darius. That's what it is. Okay? That's what it is. I want to take off stuff. Take that off. Okay. Child, I had saved some of stuff, child. I just want to be sure I'm not skipping nothing. But let's get the Christian keys. And then we'll get the Jonathan Majors and you'll be done. I think so. Let me see. Boom, pow. Yes. So, Christian keys. When the Christian Keys is an actor. He's an actor. He's a producer. I think because he does a lot of stuff. He's a writer and all this stuff. So we all know of Christian Keys. He was on the show Rise. He is in All the Queen's Man. He actually wrote, I think, the screenplay for that or whatever. And he put out an hour video on IG, and he alleged that he had been harassed and somebody tried to sexually harass him. Now I have a little bit of what he said just for some stuff. Listen up.
Good evening.
And I sped it up. He was talking real slow, so I sped it up so it sounded like that because I sped it up.
Everybody's doing amazing. I've been speaking to my brother about making a declaration of my experience. What I experienced with certain powers that be that were moving inappropriately. And I really, it's in my bone marrow to discuss that because thankfully God built me the way that he built me, but I'm not sure, based on this person's claims and brags, that he's literally got, at the same time this person was sexually harassing me for years.
Now, I want to point out a couple of things. One, because I heard for like, oh, we talking so slow, blah, blah, bloop. Usually when somebody is retelling a story, you're talking slowly to properly, to properly express what you're trying to express. You know what I'm saying? And he's speaking from something that I don't think what he's saying is anything that happened currently. I believe he's saying of things that happened already earlier in his career, not really now.
He was claiming, that he had multiple young black men on the payroll, and they just had to show up when he requested them to be there. And clearly, that's why it felt to him that it was okay to say these things. And I want to have these discussions. I want to be transparent with y'all about that. I've done my best to forgive this person, but it happens. It happens. It's not just women that have to deal with it, but it's also men sometimes. And it'll be men tempting men. And that's why a lot of my posts over the last few years have been about taking the scenic route, taking the long way around, because if that means that you can carry your integrity with you. But there are people that will and have and will continue to, unfortunately, offer these things. And some of them are y'all heroes. Some of them are people who y'all like, oh yeah, such and such is amazing, and he does this and he does that. Yeah, but he also does this and that. At some point, something is going to have to come out. I've kept one of these on me since 05. Whether it's a keychain recorder or a pen, because most predators would check your phone. And once the sexual harassment started, I was like, well, I got to protect me, because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work.
So I think he's so smart to say how I've kept this pen on me since 2005. It was 18 years ago, which means this at least started happening about 18 years ago. You know what I'm saying? For him to even start carrying that with him. And he is trying his best to not say a name. The one thing that aggravated me with media is the first thing I saw people say, oh, it must be Tyler Perry. And that's the one person I said, I don't think it is, okay? Because because what he's speaking about seems like whoever the people is not somebody he's working with. You know what I'm saying? Is not somebody that he's currently involved with professionally. Y'all know his show, All the Queen's Men, is on BT Plus. It's shot at Tyler Perry Studios. A part of me feel like what he's saying isn't about Tyler Perry. Now, I'm not saying it can't be Tyler. I'm saying I don't think it's Tyler. Only because that would not make sense to me in my head. Also, when he said back in the day, the person was off, because I feel like his point was, this person has always been rich, because the person offered me $100,000 a long time ago. And to me, when Christian Keke was coming up in the world of acting, Tyler Perry did not have $100,000 to offer to show somebody get naked. He's speaking about somebody who has been rich upon rich upon rich 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? He's also saying it's different because he's not speaking about one person. He's speaking about people in the industry who do this. It's not just women, it's also men. You know what I'm saying? And to me, people try to say it was Tyler because people like to paint Tyler Perry as a gay man. I don't think Tyler Perry gay. I don't. So it kind of aggravated me when people instantly said, well, it gotta be Tyler Perry. And I was like, no, because back in 2005, Tyler Perry did not have the money he has now at all. And he's talking about somebody who back then had the power to cancel his career, to get him jobs, and this and that and that and this. So I don't think it's Tyler Perry because the math ain't math and time ain't adding up. And again, currently, that's who he works with now. So that just would not make sense. You know what I'm saying? But again, let's keep listening. I don't have a whole hour, but it's like 8 more minutes.
So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off. I have recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them. I have recordings of them confessing that, you know, the other guys that they have on the payroll, all the above. And the difference is, the wonderful thing about confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure agreements is that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police because sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And Tams, you literally just asked, why do we as black people have to deal with that? But sometimes it's our own people. Sometimes it's our own heroes. Sometimes it's the very people we deify. And we look up like, oh, they're doing so much. No, they're also doing this. And my only reservation about naming the people, you know, there was directors along the way like, hey, you know, you're ready for this, that, and the other. You want to come back up to the apartment? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got my headshot, my resume, and I'm good. You know if I can handle that or not. You know I can kill that. But I don't need to come up to your apartment. We already had the audition. There's other people that I want to say everything. And my brother was like, nah, not yet. I want to tell it on the mountain, over the hills, and everywhere. I want to speak on it. And the good news is that they don't even have to believe me. Hopefully they would, but even if they don't, they can hear this person. Since sexual harassment started, I've carried many recorder devices on me. Keychains, pens, thumb drives with a charged battery that get 6, 7, 8 hours, all the above. So I have the conversations. I really want to air that shit out because it bothers me when I'm alone at night. Like, man, the world is celebrating this person and they don't even know the shady and predatory way in which this person moves. And the way that, you know, predators resent the prey that gets away. So when you don't say yes, when you don't say, okay, I'll acquiesce and, you know, sign up and literally and figuratively play ball, because we're not doing that.
Now we're not playing ball.
Resent you. This is a conversation we're going to have, and we're going to have soon, because it bothers me in my spirit that I can forgive people. That's one thing. But, yeah, P, we don't play ball. That's my brother in there. And he knows the real deal. He knows the who. I'm good. Somebody said, you don't look okay. I'm okay. I have peace. I'm literally strategically planning my next 8 moves. I'm good. God got me, because he was watching when I was offered these opportunities, and I didn't say yes. I didn't sell my soul or my ass. Excuse my French, y'all. I know some of y'all, hopefully y'all don't have no kids around, but I didn't sell nothing for success. It's like, nah, that's not what I want. You know, I ain't into that. I ain't into dudes. I got an only beard in the bed policy. Mine is the only beard in the bed. Yeah, we ain't doing none of that. I don't get out like that. And these people kept on for years. Sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And where I'm at now is that in the middle of the night, I think about if I'm brave enough to name the person. I'll take a polygraph live. I'll take 5 polygraphs live.
And I think the main reason he's doing this is not because, again, he says he has his evidence. I believe they said that he had gave it to the police, but I can't. Don't quote me on that because I can't remember where I saw that at, and it may have not been real. It sounds more like him clearing his own conscience. It sounds like he is just saying, "This is what I went through. I have proof of what I went through, and if I ever become brave enough to name the person, I have no issue with proving what I'm saying is real. But y'all need to know, is people around here, these billionaire movie making people, is around here on some bullshit." Thank you, KC, for the super chat. Jay, I was not understanding the Tyler Perry thing either. At first, I was thinking Carl Weber, but I don't know. I feel like everybody has speculation, but nobody knows who it is. I think a lot of folk think Tyler Perry because he is the most. That's just what people gonna think. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do wish that Christian would have said a name. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, people will keep assuming. Now, if it ever comes out, it comes out. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's Tyler Perry, but I also don't know. Like, truthfully, nobody knows. It could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? It could be anybody.
And I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. This person is a predator, and he's one of several. And it's a shame, man. But I think it's time. I want to, and I know, P, I know you're on here. I want to say everything now. And I have proof. It's not like I'm just making false accusations. I intentionally let the statute of limitations expire. It's not about money, but I'm gonna have to take the receipts, the recordings down to the police department and let them hear this individual. I wasn't working for him in the month and the year that he showed up to my apartment and offered me $100,000 to take my clothes off. He said, "I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked."
Now that's freaky. When you pop up at somebody's house, "Hey, I want to offer you a role. I need you to get naked." You hear me? Here's $100,000. Can you get naked for me? I don't need to touch you. I just need to see you naked. Like, child.
I declined. Because again, scenic group, I got my integrity with me. I'll take the long way around. But being that I wasn't working with him and we were in my apartment, he had visited my apartment to offer me a job of this fall because the lead of this particular project was going to do something else, so he needed another lead. I recorded it because I didn't trust him, and I told him over and over, and he still always tried shit. Just tried shit. So if people don't believe me, they can hear him in his voice. I have always kept something on me. Always. Even if my phone is off. Something else is, if I'm around somebody that has tried to sexually harass me, pressure me, intimidate me into some nonsense, I've always kept something on me. So I can protect myself, because if they're that powerful and they feel that entitled, then they can also try to get in the way of your work. I want to speak on it. I also want to keep making great things and creating jobs and opportunities. But, oh no, I got backups for the backups for the backups for the backups. I've watched way too many Jason Bourne movies not to have 15 backups. I can press play and you can hear the person and you'll know immediately who the person is that's offering me $100,000 to strip.
I want to hear the recording. Because I'm like, who did it? Who did it? When? Now, he said he did not take the money. Okay, he said he did not take the money. However, I still feel like let's figure this shit out. Okay, let's see who it is. Let us know who to avoid. Who we gotta boycott. But because he's not saying the name, we don't know who it is. He's giving a lot of innuendo, but we don't know who it is.
And some of the people that you think are your mentors are literally and figuratively just trying to fuck you.
Well,
I have documentation from the dealership for the car that they tried to buy as an apology for, offering me $100,000 a strip. It's time. I really want to.
A car?
Just clear the air, because I'm tired. And then where I'm at now, if it still feels like that person is fucking with you just to fuck with you, just to mess with you. The industry can be wonderful.
Now, see, when he said it feel like the person's still trying to fuck with you, just to fuck with you, I'm like, does that mean it's somebody he's not working with trying to stop his working? Because he's currently working with Tyler Perry on All the Queen's Men. Just wondering.
I'm grateful, be clear, that this person showed me how not to be. When I'm a boss, people get daps and church hugs. The attractive women that work on even on my shows, my productions, they get daps and church hugs. That's it. Because this person showed me how not to be when I'm in charge and when I built something and when I created something. I hear you, Pernell. I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna dial it back. You get on my nerves because I know you're right, but it's in my fucking bone marrow, and I'm tired of this person gallivanting around doing these PR stunts. Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that. But then speak on, if you're gonna have.
Oh Lord. So who around here doing PR stunts? Saying what they gonna do? Who is it?
We're gonna have a conversation, y'all, really soon. Really, really soon.
And this is the gotcha, because me and my mom had this conversation earlier. And I at first felt that way too. But I feel like technically he's not having anybody play guessing games. We just nosy and impatient, truthfully. Because he says, he's directly saying, I'm going to have a conversation. I'm just letting y'all know this is coming. I'm trying to gear myself up to deal with the scrutiny that's going to come once I say who it is. Technically, he ain't the reason we playing guessing games. We are. We nosy. We impatient. That's all. Because I also was like, I wish he would have just said who it was, but I until my mom said, but she said, no, well, he told us he gonna do it, but we just impatient and we nosy, and we're forcing ourselves into playing guessing games. We're forcing who we think it is, and not allowing him the time to speak the truth. Because I do think sometimes it's harder for men to admit and acknowledge whatever they've been through with other men coming at them because of how it may make them look. So maybe that's it.
Really soon. And I thank God that he made me the way that I am, because I know he sat back and watched, like, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to acquiesce and take this movie that's going to make 60, 70, 80 million dollars? Are you going to take this picture? Are you going to go to that late night audition, that late night table read? No, you ain't built me like that. I'm been beat, shot at, stomped out more than most of the people that are here on this live put together. P, I'm gonna call you in a minute. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna air it out, but I'm so fucking close because I'm tired. I'm tired. And it needs to be told. And the bad part is I'm gonna be painted as the villain when I was the one that was sexually harassed for years. years, bullied, intimidated, and sexually harassed for years. And I'm going to be painted as the villain because y'all have deified this person.
Yeah. So again, the video he did was a 4 hour. I did not have a 4 hour in me to replay all of that. I was like, well, get a quick little 10 minutes or whatever. That's it. We don't know who it is. Everyone can speculate who they think it is. We can play guess who, guess who, guess who. It's not just one person. He was saying that it was multiple people over the course of his career. So we shall see. Because, girl, it can get messy. Let's get into lastly Jonathan Majors. So Jonathan Majors, okay, guilty. Now, this is the gotcha. The actual footage of Jonathan and old girl, the clear cut footage from the court stuff. Shout out to Megan the reporter because she put it out there. Okay. And I love that she said you have journalists and news sites, news reporting people and websites or whatever who keep only reposting the one little blurry ass clip that TMZ got with TMZ's watermark all over. It's like when she said, I don't get why journalists are not just paying to get the actual footage to see all of it. Because it's a clear timeline from the moment they left the apartment, the whole day, the evening. It's clear cut. It's the whole thing. Okay. So I'm going, because it ain't no sound on it. Okay. All the audio that was released, we had the whole day. There were two cop body cam footage from two different cops when they went to the house and found her house or whatever, that there's no audio on. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm talking through this. So Jonathan Majors and the girlfriend, ex-girlfriend Grace, he had 4 like misdemeanor charges. Again, they went to a restaurant and I leave in a restaurant. All comes from this night, which seemingly was a normal ass night. They went out to eat, like there ain't no fussing. Shit seemed normal. You hear me? And then we get them with the car. Stop. Now, the fact of the matter is, he was found. It was 4 charges: assault in the 3rd degree with intent to cause physical injury. That one he was found not guilty of. That one allegedly was for what happened in the car, meaning the jury did not believe what she said happened in the car. He also was charged with assault in the 3rd degree, reckless causing physical injury. That one he was found guilty of because allegedly that was a charge based on seeing him physically push her into the car. Then there was aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree that he was found not guilty of. But then he was found guilty of just harassment in the 2nd degree. So he was found guilty on 2 of the 4 charges. The harassment charge, they said, was not even a charge. It was like a citation. It's like less than the misdemeanor. And then the assault in the 3rd degree, recklessly causing physical injury, which he was found guilty of, that's a misdemeanor as well. And that was because of him again pushing her back in the car and her finger getting hurt. He can serve up to a year. He could also just get probation. I'm still like, this was a whole lot for a little, in my opinion. I still feel like him and Grace are toxic. I still feel like they put hands and they have a volatile relationship and they do not need to be together. And I think this situation made him realize maybe I shouldn't be with her. Okay. Now we see them in the car. You can see them in the car tussling, so we do know he was trying to put her back in the car. So this is what he got found guilty for him trying to physically put her back in the car and him, running away. So, child, I said, this is crazy. I had to, what I'm saying, speed it up a little bit and then zoom in a little bit. Because I think people kept on saying what's going on. And it was him trying to physically put her back in the car. So again, that's what he got found guilty of, because we see him pick her up and put her in the car. So that is the reckless, that is the assault in the third degree for recklessly causing physical injury. And again, that's a misdemeanor. People need to keep their hands to themselves. That's period. I feel like some people, that's a gotcha no matter what. Now, the whole running through the streets, get back here. Now, the crazy part was how they were showing where they ran to. Because I'm like, they ran the whole fucking country mile. Is that what it was? But it was like around the corner. But him running, her chasing him. Okay. Her chasing him. I feel like this is probably the reason as to why the jury did not fully believe her on what she said happened in the car. They didn't feel like he was guilty of trying to intentionally physically assault her and abuse her. So that's why he was not found guilty on all 4 charges and why they only did the 2. And it's crazy because I think some people feel like, well, you either, have to curse him out and say he's a horrible man. He's a horrible, horrible man. And I was like, this is a case where things are not black and white. The only black and white situation. Now, this part is where we see Michael running past. We're going to then see Grace walking up. Okay. And again, these 3 people were the strangers that she met as she was walking looking for him. You seen the one girl walked out, the 2 guys walked out, and then Grace just starts talking to them. She did not know these people, and she's telling these strangers about what happened. And, and I'm thinking, okay, that must mean he had her phone. Or she didn't have her phone. Somebody have her phone. Because she's now out here talking to these strange people who she don't know, okay, about what happened. Now, the gotcha is, I had to speed this up because she was out there for a few minutes, about this kind of sped up, whatever. But my thing was, again, she don't know these folks, okay? She's hugging strangers. And the thing people kept on saying was, if she was so hurt, if her finger was so hurt, if her ear was so ripped open or whatever, why doesn't she seem like she's in pain? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to get up in adrenaline. I don't know. Okay. a part of me just feel like, ma'am, sir, this is a toxic relationship. They need to not be together. But the fact that she's telling these strangers what happened, she's using their phones because she don't have no phone and whatever. She stood out there for a few minutes. I think that it was maybe like 5 minutes or whatever that she's out there talking to them. Grace is the one in the colored shirt. So Grace is in it's like black and green, the green and black shirt. And she's holding the jacket over her arm. Then there's the two guys and the one other girl with the black on, who this happens to be 3 people who walked out the building where Grace was walking past, and she started talking to them because she needed help. Okay. And that's just what it was. Again, the first time I saw this footage, I thought she met up with friends. I was like, oh, those were strangers? She happened to walk up and find 3 random white people who befriended her, talked to her, and was outside with her, which is fine. But people kept on saying the injury she complained about was her ear, her hands, and her arm, her wrist or whatever. It doesn't seem like in this footage that because again, she don't know she's being recorded. This camera is from the building. So they're like, she was standing there the whole time and she don't look hurt. She don't look, because my thing is that the cut behind her ear looked like I would have been holding my face because it should have been hurting. So they kept on saying, like, if you see here right after the altercation, she don't look like there's no physical issues. Now that's Jonathan walking up. If you look, the guy walking up from behind, because again, the way they ran, it kind of was a circle. So he's kind of now going back to where he came from. But you see him walking up. Okay, she sees him, tries to talk to him. He like, nah, go ahead on somewhere. Nah, And then she again, because around the corner, you see him come around, and then he's like, no, go on, get away, move. But Jonathan, and she chases behind him. Okay. So again, they basically ran in a circle from where they started to where she landed to him going back to where the car was that they left. I said, Jesus. So this is the full stuff. Now again, they left from where they live, and this is at 1:29 in the morning. Okay, he didn't go home. He went to Mark Hotel. So again, all this stuff is caught on camera. He left, went to the hotel, got a whole hotel room. Hotel. Okay, he get in the elevator. And he looking in the mirror. Okay. I'm all scratched up. She done got me. Okay. So he's getting a hotel room. Okay. They brought up how his jacket was ripped, but I don't know where it's ripped at. Can't see it. But it's just showing he left her to her own devices, okay? And whether she went to the club, okay? So we then see her entering the club with the strangers because, again, look, I've been in accidents, I've been in fights, I've been beaten up before and all that stuff. And the adrenaline starts to wear off a little bit, but never have I been beaten up and I want to go party with strangers. I might go home and rest. But it's footage from the club she went to, showing her going in. So he went to the club. He went to the house. She went to the club. Now, in this footage, so we probably can't see it. So the girl who is looking down in the corner and she's messing with her phone right in the corner, like on the right side. Okay, that's Grace and the girl. Okay, again, their point was she round here getting drinks, and they said that she paid for the drinks on Jonathan's card of her out with these, strangers. Okay, I party. Woo! Woo! Good time, good time, good time. So the judge and the lawyer, like, yeah, she was out here partying on that man dying. Okay, buying drinks for strangers with that man credit card. Okay, with the strangers who she say saved her life. She right here drinking, having a good time, pushing her hair behind her ear. My ear would hurt because the ear was split. Okay, so 3:00 in the morning. Again, Grace is the one on, well, it's my rights. Okay. The one without the black strap around her. Okay, she's the other one with the coat over her arm. And they're saying how, the whole time she's texting and it's fine, or whatever. So they're leaving at 4:00 in the morning. She done hung out with a friend because she met outside, till 4 a.m. Child. Well, that is what the whole credit speech was about. Grace is definitely giving it alcoholic. Mm-hmm. She got the car out. Child, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. This is her going back to where they live. So again, Jonathan went to a different hotel. This is her going back to where they live at. Okay? That hotel. Mm-hmm. She's sitting around waiting for the elevator, digging in the purse. So they were saying she doesn't seem injured. This is hours later, and how was her fingers and stuff messed up, and nothing seems wrong here. Okay, that's the kind of stuff they were saying, because again, they got this whole thing, and she went up to the penthouse. Okay, penthouse. I was like, child. Now again, Jonathan was at the Mark Hotel. Okay, this is at 9:20 in the morning. She got back to that house at around 4 something. He around here the morning time at a hotel, and he like, I gotta go. Okay, same clothes. Following day, I feel like I gotta go home because she's crazy. But we broke up. Okay, I may have hit her, but she hit me too. Anyway, I'm not being funny. So this to me was them showing to me the reason they had to show all this. It shows he never went back around her at all. If when she went home, she seemed fine. And if she's at that house, and if he's at this hotel, anything that happened to her in all those hours, how could he have did it? He wasn't even there. So them showing he left this hotel, he got there this time, he left at this time. Okay. He then went and got some coffee. He's sitting and waiting for the coffee. I need some coffee. I need some coffee. I need some coffee. Yeah. Okay. Sign for it. Boom, got my coffee. Okay. So then he's leaving the hotel. He's leaving the hotel to go back to where they living at. Boom. He gets wet to the hotel, walking up to the place. Now, he walks in. Okay. He walks up. He also sits and waits to and it's 2 elevators. It's the servant elevator for the white folk who ain't to the penthouse, and it's a special elevator for the rich people. They got a seat at the rich people elevator to get on upstairs. Okay, so I'm tired, boss. We done had it out last night. I broke up with her, and now I got to deal with this bullshit. Oh Lord. He waiting to go up. and I didn't want to cut another side because again, and I had to speed it up too. It's little stuff like their mannerisms, because this is all stuff of them be recording when they had no idea they were being recorded and didn't really care about whatever. So he going up to the penthouse. Now, this is where I feel like what's going on a little bit. So he get upstairs. He supposedly was waiting around about 30 minutes. And they were saying that he couldn't get in to the apartment. So he was outside trying to get in and could not. So I don't know what happened in those, like 30-ish minutes. That's the one thing I feel like they can say, did he beat her up in 30 minutes? That's why I don't think so, because you know what I'm saying? I just don't think so. Now, the reason I say I don't think that he beat her up in the 30 minutes that he had going up there and waiting is because when you see I'm not going to show the cop footage because it's just too much. The bruise, like the stuff she had, like her being like passed out or whatever, that was overnight shit. That was overnight. That was nothing that he could have done then, because it would have been some fresh stuff. The swollen finger, the cut ear, all was stuff from it hours prior. It was nothing that had just happened 30 minutes ago. So that's the weird part. So he came down like, I can't get up, I can't get in. In the penthouse upstairs, I can't get in. The girlfriend up there, whatever, I can't get in there, whatever. It's locked. I don't know what's going on. I need y'all to help me get in my place. I'm pissed. I can't get in. I can't get in. I said I can't get in. Get me in my shit. I'm saying, so that's him talking to them saying, hey, I've been up there. What you gonna do? We're gonna do. So they eventually, okay, I need y'all to meet me up there to get me where I gotta go. You hear me? Okay. And they had eventually sent up like whoever to help them get into the penthouse. The crazy thing is the trial was about this one altercation, and because of text and this and that, it became about much more than just that. Because you now have a history of a toxic, volatile, bad relationship. Y'all should not be together at the all. You hear me? And it became about that stuff too. I think people don't get, he wasn't found guilty on whatever happened to them back in September. He wasn't found guilty of what happened in the car. He was found guilty of putting her back in that car. Because if they felt like what he did in the car, they would convict him on all four. Either way it go, they all miss him. I do feel like he's gonna get probation in my eyes. I would really be surprised if they gave him a year in prison. Like, this ain't like Justice Smollett. You know what I'm saying? Justice Smollett made it was a whole fake hoax. You know what I'm saying? That's why they gave that man time, because he spent that money on them. Okay. I don't see this being, him getting time in jail and time in prison. I think there's gonna be some probation. They're gonna give him some anger either some anger management classes or some control yourself stuff, whatever. And that's gonna be it. I do wonder if it not with him and Megan stay together. Will that work its way out? Now, the gotcha is that immediately after he was found guilty, that Marvel fired him. Now, here come the police. police, because this is the fact that after he got into the apartment, and he found her like knocked out on the floor and thought she had did some sort of stuff, whatever. So now the police got there, and then they went upstairs to go see what's happening, or whatever, to check on Grace. You hear me? Now, it's a catch-22 because again, everybody in life, you need to keep your hands to yourself, because when you do not keep your hands to yourself, this is what happens. You don't keep your hands to yourself, and then all of a sudden you're in court fighting for your life, and nobody can say you but the jury. Okay, now the jury of, I think it was 6 people. Hold on, I'm gonna cut the music thing off, because shout out again to me. Megan Reporter, because she was the one who got all the. I meant to just show this stuff. Now, let me share my screen. Share my screen. Now, the crazy thing is that all the audio, all the body cam footage from 2 different cops, there's no sound. The prosecution and also the defense, there was not a deal, but the judge ruled the audio can't be used. And for me, I feel like that could be based on what the police were saying about, while what the police could have been saying all kind of stuff while walking up. They could have been saying all kind of stuff that they did not want to be on record. Because again, some folks felt like, oh, was the police just saying, oh, this is just a black man and a white woman, black man did it. So that's one. The prosecution felt like, we can't have what the cops said on file because it could look a little bit suspect. Okay, the defense could have felt like, who knows what Jonathan was saying to the cops, because he thought it's a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And what if he said stuff that maybe would not sound that well? Okay. Now, folks kept talking about his shoes. I was like, first of all, them some nice boots. Those are not slave boots. You hear me? Those some nice boots. I want them. Anyway, but again, Grace in there on the flow. Now again, there's no sound, so we don't know nothing that was said. And they said because Jonathan was openly talking to the police, he could have said, because at that point in time, he wasn't under arrest. He wasn't under investigation. So anything he could have said could have been used against him. So that's why his defense team said, no, audio should not be used. It should be inadmissible because it was stuff he said before he was arrested, before he was even thinking about, a case and blah, blah, blah. So it makes sense that his team said, no, okay, not today. Now, Grace around there on the floor. You hear me? Laying down. Okay, passed out. Okay. And again, I feel like I said it before. If you beat up somebody and call 911, you stupid. Now he may be dumb. The get you gotcha is, in my opinion, was when he said before in that text, if you go to the hospital, I don't trust that you won't get in trouble. The fact that he was the one who called 911 and got himself in trouble. Again, him, so her finger is, messed, the finger, son with a finger look bruised up, bruised finger. Okay. The cop never really looks down, so we can't see much of her on the ground or whatever. But I feel like, I'm like, what is being said? Because I'm just down there on the floor, y'all up there having conversation. Ain't y'all supposed to talk to me too? Help me up. Where is 911? Okay. Now it's a nice little closet. Okay. We see the other cop showing up. But again, that's why there's two video feeds from one cop and from the other cop. Okay. And he looking like this bitch here. I told this heifer that if she called the police, she went to the hospital, it would be an investigation. Look what it is. It's an investigation. She round here on the floor, half naked from the bottom down. Okay. You know what I'm saying? She laying down there. Oh, help me up. Somebody help me up. I'm so helping. I'm not being funny. I'm like, but why? So again, I said it don't look like this is stuff that happened that morning. You know, she waking up. Oh, my finger hurt. My hand hurt. Oh, what happened? I don't know what happened. Can somebody help me, please? You know, and the police, oh, Grace, white woman Grace, are you okay? And because the audio was redacted, we'll never know what she said. We'll never know if the police cohort her into saying, oh, yeah, I was fighting in the car. We will never know. We will never know. We don't know what this conversation was, because even here, Jonathan ain't even there. You know what I'm saying? He's somewhere else. So we will, you know what I'm saying? All we know is that man got found guilty. He got found guilty. Him and her will never be together. Okay. Now, what if she try to sue that man for some money? What if she tried? Now I'm looking at the house. This is not the condo. Nice little condo. Penthouse. Walking around. Okay. Where she at? Where he at? Where he go? So I want to fast forward and see if we can get her up. Okay. So again, that's her down there on the floor. Y'all, when I say I don't know what to believe or what to do, all I know is they should not be together. All I know is they should be broken up. All I know is two volatile people should never be together. Two people who seemingly just are bad for each other. Okay. Now I want to show y'all because again, shout out to Megan. Is it Kniff? I think it's Megan Kniff. I don't know. But you know, we see the ear stuff, the little swollen hands, okay, on the finger. I don't really see a bruise around her neck per se, but I may just have bad vision. However, these texts between her and Jonathan, to me, is a little bit like, what? You can't reject love if there is no real love. It's just lip service. I gave you love last night, and this morning before I got out of bed, when you got up, you were not full of love at all. I didn't feel it at all. You could have just given me a hug or walked close to me or asked me or asked me if you could give me a hug, not the other way around. It works both ways. I would probably meal myself. I'm not really contemplating anymore. So meal is the new word. There's a typo. We're going to say meal. Okay. I'm a monster, a horrible man, not capable of love. I am milling myself soon. I've already put things in motion. Now, we don't know when that's from. She then said back, Jonathan, you can't say this. I'm going to have to call someone. I'm sorry for not hugging you this morning. I really am. I was sleepy and disoriented by the fact that you thought I would break your necklace. I love you so much, obviously. What do you mean you put this in motion? You have a family, Jonathan, a mother and a daughter. I'm like, bitch, what? You have a family, Jonathan, a mother and a daughter. What would Ella do without you? Don't do this to her. Don't even think these thoughts. Now, a lot of other stuff is redacted, you know what I'm saying? So we can't see it. But I was like, I forgot that man had a kid. The only reason I remember is because he was doing an interview somewhere talking about like social media and cell phones or whatever. And he was like, he had to keep his phone on him because of my child. But I don't think we've ever heard anybody mention him having a kid. But I was like, even then, I said, oh, he had a kid? Oh. Now, Grace can't be the mother because, in my opinion, that would have been in the news. Jonathan Majors abuses his baby mama, and now they broken up. He's abandoned the baby mama. So clearly, she not the baby mama. But I said, bitch, I had no idea he had a kid. None at all. So this is the other text. Okay. And again, some stuff is redacted from what she said. We see him saying it's just fake, and you have, I fear, you had no perspective of what could happen if you go to the hospital. They would ask you questions, and as I don't think you actually protect us, it can lead to an investigation, even if you do lie and they suspect something. She said something. I would tell the doctor I bumped my head if I go. I'm going to give it one more day, but I can't sleep and I need some stronger painkillers. That's all. Why would I want to tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you? He then said, I feel like you want to be together as and to not embarrass yourself for everything you said to your friends and family. Last night, I considered killing myself versus coming home. You said you needed love last night, and I put my feelings aside and tried to give you that. I need love too. Or maybe I'm such a monster and horrible man that I don't deserve it and should just mill myself. This way of existence is miserable. I want to leave the world. This is all stuff that we had talked about before. Yeah, this is all this old tech stuff. But my point is, child, it gets crazier and crazier by the minute. I feel like the end result is he got found guilty on, let me pull it back up, on 2 of the 4 charges. But it's really just the parts that we saw in that video of him, putting her back in the car, is what it was. Now, him losing his job. Now, the DA put out a statement. I don't care about that much because I don't. It's just them saying it's so small. We are committed to centering survivors in our works. The evidence presented throughout this trial illustrated a cycle of psychological and emotional abuse and escalating patterns of coercion far too common across the many intimate partner violence cases we see each and every day. So the jury determined that pattern of abuse cohort girl. Coercion, I think what it is. Cumulated with Mr. Majors assaulting and harassing his girlfriend. We thank the jury for their service in the survivor for bravely telling her story despite having to believe her trauma on the stand. Now, I don't want anyone to feel as if I am negating her experience. I don't want anyone to feel like I'm saying that Jonathan Majors does not need therapy to control his actions and his emotions. Okay. I just feel like so does Grace. I feel like the only way to combat dual toxic situations for both people to be held accountable. And I don't feel like people have done that as much as well. Now, Jonathan made his attorney, okay, said, hold up, wait a minute. It is clear the jury did not believe Grace's story of what happened in the SUV because they found that Mr. Major did not intentionally cause any injuries to her. We are grateful for that. We're disappointed, however, that despite not believing Ms. Jabari, the jury nevertheless found that Mr. Majors was somehow reckless while she was attacking him. Mr. Majors is grateful to God, his family and friends, and his fans for their love and support during these harrowing 8 months. Mr. Majors still has faith in the process and looks forward to fully clearing his name, and that's her. I feel like he's gonna appeal. He's gonna probably appeal to get off. You know, the fact that Marvel let him, he was Kang the Conqueror. Okay, if you're not a Marvel person or whatever, he was Kang the Conqueror and Ant-Man. He played Kang in the Loki series on HBO. On Disney Plus, the 2 seasons. Marvel made the decision, like right after he was found guilty. It was like he was found guilty at 4:07. I'm giving a random time. He was found guilty at 4:07 p.m. At 4:13 p.m., it was like Marvel has suspended, this man. I was like, bitch, already? How? To me, that means they was already going to do it regardless. And he was great as Kang the Conqueror. But I also don't feel like bad behavior should be rewarded. But I also don't feel like simple mistakes should not ruin somebody's career in the way it has seemingly ruined his. Like everybody, his agent, and then the agent people, Marvel, he had endorsement deals, like all the stuff kind of went away. I'm like, damn. So I don't think the Black community is done with him. I don't. I feel like he gonna sit down somewhere for a minute. He gonna do some classes. I don't think he's done. I think he has a way to work himself back up. I think he has work to do. I do feel like he needs to make sure whatever tick boom he has that he had with the Grace girl, even the thoughts about him wanting to meal himself, he need to get a hold of that. Handle that so that the next situation, the next relationship, you're better. You hear me? When Johnny was going to do the shit with Amber Heard, they cut his ass right off. You know what I'm saying? I think Marvel wanted to cut ties with him and gave them a reason. I can see that. Marvel and DC are very fickle to where they will sometimes allow little BS with other people to be fine, but Black folks can't do no wrong, okay? I had got confused because I was like, oh yeah, they did that before. the guy who plays the Flash in the DC universe, he's been arrested hella times, okay? And they gave that man a chance. So I feel like the next phase of the Kang series is so far away, they could have kept him in it. Because in 2 years, ain't nobody gonna remember this shit. No tea, no shade. No tea, no shade. But I feel like they fired him for it gave them a reason. Now, hopefully they still cast another great black actor in the role. Hopefully Kang the Conqueror don't become Caucasian the Conqueror, okay? And for the reason. And hopefully Jonathan Majors gets the help he needs. Child. I'm a Marvel fan. I am a movie fan. Marvel has had some bumps in the road. Some bumps in the road. They're kind of rebooting a lot of things with new people, who's that goes. But I feel they had built. I was excited for him as Kang. I'm excited for Mahershala Ali, who's gonna be the new Blade. I'm excited to see who they have as the next Black Panther. It's a lot, you know. So we shall see if he will fix his shit to get back to a place of growth. If not, hey, we knew him when. Okay. Child, I do not want no. That is no. I can't see Terrence Howard as Kang. Mainly because, Terrence Howard was the first War Machine. He was the first War Machine in the first Iron Man movie, and they switched it over to be Don Cheadle. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No. But they have time to recast the same way that Jonathan has time to fix himself. Because again, I don't want anyone feeling like I'm trying to negate him needing to fix some things within himself. I'm not doing that. But I also feel like this was not a clear-cut case in this situation from the fight they had in that car in March. I'm not speaking about nothing prior. What he was on trial for is not a cut and dry him jumping on that girl. That ain't what happened. But because of all the other pieces, he needs to get right with himself. Period. And like I said before, maybe this situation, this trial, his career, his reputation, all almost going up in smoke is his aha moment and him having to move differently. Maybe that's why he's with Megan. Maybe he realized I have to move differently. But sometimes folk feel like if you are accused of something, you're not worth redemption. So we're going to pile on top of you because you're a horrible person. And I'm like, sometimes that's a chance for folks to get better, learn a lesson and stop the bullshit. Because again, Jonathan, you was a fool, period. One, them texts show you need Jesus. Okay? Because you right telling your girl that you want to deal yourself, okay? Meal yourself around here. And she ain't, first of all, if you got one time to tell me that's what you're going to do, either do it or I'm checking you into a psych ward to get some help, to get some therapy. Period. Anyway, y'all. That's it. That's all. Every time I say, we're not going to be here for long, y'all. I promise y'all, we're not going to be here for long. And they be like 2 hours later. I talk too damn much. Anyway, y'all, do not forget, other content is up. I'm going to probably have something up tomorrow. I'm doing more premieres or whatever. I'm going to start reviewing some movies, but I want to review movies in a different way, where I'm going to remove movies by actor. So I'll get a couple of movies from like one actor and compare the characters of that one actor. So not just review The Best Man. No, I'm going to review The Best Man and 2 other Taye Diggs movie characters to compare and contrast, because I think it's fun. Anyway, I'm gonna do that over the Christmas holiday break and stuff. But I hope y'all enjoyed. Okay, do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. If something happens, I'll be live tomorrow after work. But I'll have some kind of content up tomorrow and whatnot, y'all. Have a good night. I love you all. Be safe, okay? Go around here and subscribe. Go around here and watch other stuff and be an active JayBird. Until tomorrow, I gotta go. Bye.